Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do something different. Actually, not really different, still reaction, right? But today we're going to react to a new song. I think it's a collab between Tablo and RM. And I don't know what to expect. So we all know Tablo. If I'm right, Tablo is a rapper, right? The only thing I know about Tablo is that I think he grew up in the US when he went to school in the US. I believe he went to Stanford, if I can remember, and that will be the only connection I have with Tablo because I live in California and Stanford is in California. That's the only connection I have. Sorry, my throat. And I'm just gonna assume that this was recorded before RM went to the military. So, and I'm looking at the beginning of the video is a kid. It looks like a cartoon, so I don't know what to expect. If it's gonna be a rap, then I'm gonna do my very best to read the lyrics because I'm an Asian mom. English is my second language, so I'm gonna do my best to understand. And when it comes to RM, I will have to say 70 or 80% of the time I will not get it. I don't have the brain power, but we'll see how it goes. So without further ado, let's go. Tablo and RM, Stop the Rain. So here we have a kid listening to a turntable with a little kitty cat next to him with a lot of toys around and the microphone. Okay, so let's go.
Hello, rainy day.
What's going on?
Tablo, RM. I'm all in, with a losing hand. Teachers call me rebel, parents call me lost, pastors call me devil, had me kneeling at the cross. Since I was a youngin', I was called names and bossed around. Back to the wall so long, call me pain's poster child. Religious home, times were different. They told me I was gifted, but to unwrap my mind was wicked. I was raised by guilt, raised by shame, raised by the rod.
Okay, this kid is under a lot of stress. So he's being called a loser, a devil, and the kid is falling out from somewhere. So he is under a lot of stress because people are putting too much expectation on him, probably, right? So, and I hate to say it, that's very common for a lot of Asian family, that parents tend to put a lot of pressure and a lot of expectation on their children.
Wicked, poster child, religious home, times were different. They told me I was gifted, but to unwrap my mind was wicked. I was raised by guilt, raised by shame, raised by the rod. They claimed it was love, felt like heartbreak to me. Later they say they
Agree, because I'm sorry, I'm pausing so much. Many times we as parents will make decision for our children and tell them it's for their own good. We're doing this because we love them. I try not to do that, and I'm sure I've done it before. If you ask my son, I'm sure that he's gonna say, yeah, I've done it before, but I think I try not to. I think to me, his health and his happiness is the most important, my son. So I might have expectation, but I'm not gonna force my expectation upon him, and he need to decide what he wants to do with his life. But I do see that because it's very common for Asian parents to tell the kids that you have to be a doctor, you have to be an engineer, stuff like that, and then
maybe all your scars are to teach and remind you you can soar higher. What good's a bird's eye view when you're in a hunter's crossfire? Sometimes I wish.
And I'm sorry I'm pausing again, but that's exactly what we always tell our kids, that you could have done better. I can see, I see the potential in you. You could have done so much better. It might sound like encouragement to them, but actually it's not. So if you're doing that to your kids, don't stop doing that, because no, that's just pressure.
You can soar higher. What good's a bird's eye view when you're in a hunter's crossfire? Sometimes I wish that I got crushed in the womb, turned to dust in the womb. My scent of youth and ungodly perfume. No wonder I've always hated the adults in the room.
The rain will fall into my
It's like a falling angel. I can see the wing on the cartoon, right? And the wing, the feather went away.
rain to come, but maybe the tears will fall to wash the pain away. I'm trying to stop the rain. I know what it feels like.
Can't run away from the pain. I feel like I'm going insane. Bad thoughts filling up my brain. Demons swimming inside my.
It's a depression, suicide thoughts.
2 seconds from falling into nothing.
Can't run away from the pain. I'm trying to stop the rain.
When I was a kid, I was convinced that I was destined for the 27 club. I'm 29, sinking in the bathtub, sipping gin, looking for another club. All the lust was a lust, dust into dust. Stray after stable, dashing dot to your dot. And every night I put my shadows on. But you know how much I hate my status quo. I know what you gotta know, my life is out of love. All the lessons learned already coming out of trust.
Keep my mind steady, but it's hard to readjust. Nothing stops time, but the clock will turn to rust.
Pain and rain, they still stay the same.
Got me looking for the exit just to entertain. Pain and rain, think I'm going insane.
Gotta turn off my phone.
Yeah, turn on your phone, because a lot of time I think a lot of stress came from the social media about comparison. Compare you with all the people that you see on the internet. You know, those influencer influencers. What am I talking about? It's like me. If I'm trying to compare my channel with the others, I'll be so depressed because I'm not growing, but it doesn't matter if I'm doing what I enjoy to do. So, you know, I think a lot of stress and pressure come from the people you don't even know. So, you know, take it easy, guys.
Can't run away from the pain. I feel like I'm gone insane. Bad thoughts filling on my brain. Demons swimming inside my face.
So I think personally, I've never experienced this kind of thoughts, right? You know, evil thoughts in my brain, or, you know, like, you know, negative thoughts. Yeah, do I feel positive all the time? Of course not. I feel down sometimes, right? For example, if I see the subscriber doesn't go up, no, that doesn't bother me. But the things like they're always up and down in your life. And I would have to say I've been lucky not to have too many downs in my life, mostly up. I try to enjoy every up moment I have. I do not have the experience of many YouTuber might have said, right? You know, they might have mental stress, mental issue, or whatever issue that they have. I don't have any of that. And I did not find BTS, or BTS did not find me because I'm so down. No, they found me when I was very happy. And I'm grateful that they found me when I was happy. But I know a lot of people out there are having struggles with their life, with their mind. And my heart goes out to them, even though I've never experienced those myself. But my heart goes out to them because I cannot say that, oh, I know how you feel. I cannot say it because I really don't know how they feel. But I know it's a struggle. And I don't know how they go through it. So if you are experiencing difficulties, I do hope that you have people that you trust, you can talk to. And my heart goes out to you, but I cannot say, you know, by listening to the song, read the lyrics, I cannot say that I know the feeling. So I might not have a lot of reaction to this song because I just do not have that experience, unfortunately, or fortunately. So we'll see how it goes, because I feel like I do not find a connection with this song. It's just because I do not have that kind of personal experience, so I do not find a connection. But I'm sure that there are a lot of people out there do feel the connection with this song.
2 seconds from falling
from the pain.
I'm trying to stop the rain.
I'm trying to stop the rain.
I'm trying to stop the rain.
Okay, so that was Stop the Rain by Tablo and RM. As I have said in the middle of reaction, that I do not feel the connection with the song other than the fact that I do sense that may not be Asian parents, maybe in general parents, right? Parents have high expectation of their kids. They might put undue pressure and stress onto their own children, the ones that they truly love, right? As a mom, I love my son. I love my son to pieces. Have I put pressure on him? I'm sure I have. I'm sure I did that, when he was growing up, because just like all Asian parents, all Asian mom, that we weight the grades heavily, so we had to be straight A's and all that stuff. It's a lot of pressure, undue pressure on the kids, but we're just wired that way. So some of the lyrics I can relate to, that the pressure that we put on the kids. And being a mom, I should have known, because I grew up too. I was a kid. I had pressure put on me before, so I can say that I know how my son or our children feel when we put pressure on them, but we just do it because we want the best for them, and we think we know what's best for them, but many times we don't, because we really cannot live their lives. But the other part of the song about, it sounds like mental struggle, that I could not relate to that, because like I said, I'm fortunate not to have those kind of experience. But for those of you who feel the connection, it is I don't know, I cannot say it's a good song, because it's kind of dark, right? It's kind of dark, and it has the deeper meaning to it. And I do hope that this song will bring some comfort to those of you who need it. And that's all I'm gonna say about this song. I really don't know what else to say, and this might be a very boring reaction, but I apologize. So until next time, you have a wonderful day. Bye.